Yeah, okay. New player circle. So,
Hey man, say man, you already know what I'm gonna say, man. It's your local neighborhood player, Drip Damone Jr. kicking in the Player Circle podcast. We don't try to fit a square into a circle. And hey man, today man, we got the boy Diddy, man, aka the Dilla, aka Sean Combs, aka Sean Puff Daddy Combs, aka Puff Daddy, Puff Diddy, and anything, P Diddy, anything you could think of. You know what I'm saying? They got the boy looking bad in there too, man. Gray hairs, no Beijing, man. We don't know what's gonna happen to the brother, man. A lot of details rolling out day 2 of this Diddy trial. I'm really at a loss for words. This is not much I really want to say on here. I'm scared to say a lot on here just because of the circumstances. So we gonna give a no Diddy before we get into any of this. No Diddy. Before we get into any of this. No Diddy. Pause. No Mo. All of that rolled up into one. You see, we ain't gonna be able to talk safely during this episode. So we just gonna pre-pause. This is a pre-pause. You feel me? For any unsavory comments made during this segment we have here. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer, man. Without any further ado, man, you already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get to the video. Look how they had the boy looking. No Beijing. No Beijing. That's fucked up. They got him in there looking bad, man. I mean, skin still looking good. I see you, brother. Skin still looking good, and you on some kind of regimen. I guess all those years of baby oil and really got to you, huh? You know what I'm saying? All those years of baby oiling, huh? And they painted you like a monster. They got you looking like real villain in that motherfucker. No cap. That's crazy. Got you looking like a villain. That's fucked up, really, but you know, don't do crime, kids. Don't do crime. You know what I'm saying? What's this? What y'all going in and y'all coming out? No Diddy. Fucking that shit crazy. We can't even speak. We can't even speak, you know what I'm saying? We got King and Justin. Seen leaving court, you know what I'm saying? King got on breakaways. This was not the day to wear breakaways to trial. Like King got on stripper pants. Why you got on strip? You about to go shoot some I hope you going to shoot some jump shots. Motherfucker got a wait. That's a full breakaway. The whole boy, I tell you, following in your father's footsteps was a person. You got this is a freak off attire. This is freak off attire. This is some shit you wear to the freak off when you just wanna look. They got hold on. They got the buttons on the side. Okay, no, the buttons don't break away on the top. Okay, no Diddy. Okay, but the pants is definitely break away. The kind that go when you at hoop practice. You better be going to the fucking gym when you get done. No cap. You better be going to the fucking gym. Lawsuit. Lori, what's going on?
Court just ended. Right now, y'all see all of the media over here. All of the media over there. I typically go over there, but it's just so much getting caught up in all of that. I don't feel like that today. Most importantly, I want to talk to y'all because there was a lot that went down today. Biggest thing, Cassie took the stand. This is the first time that Diddy and Cassie, that I'm told, have been in the same room in the last 6.5 years. She went through and detailed a lot. So she gave us different steps of the freak offs. There's about 5 or 6 steps that she broke down. So she said that, you know, at first, step 1 would be this descriptive foreplay. So she says the male escort would get there and Puff would help her choose the male escort, right? Like it would be allegedly Puff would help her choose the male escort. So there would be, you know, photos sent to her through agencies, or she said they would even enlist on Craigslist at some points. If not Craigslist, she said at one point they did back page, and she wouldn't put up the ad, but she would have to answer to the ad using her actual contact information, is what she said. So she said they would get they would figure out who the men would be. The prosecutor asked, were there any specific requests when you were finding these men? And she said, at one point, the only thing would be the man would have to be a black man with a big dick. She said, but at a certain point, it expanded where, you know what I mean? They would just pick the men together.
Yeah, Diddy came from a time where he been that. but like brother said, back then, that shit wasn't accepted. That shit wasn't accepted in the 90s and the 80s and shit. So he had to hide who he really was. Like, versus these young niggas just be, what's the dude name from Milwaukee? He said he crack dudes. He got the Love JP song. He said he crack niggas. This is just more acceptable now. You know what I'm saying? Young Thug put a wedding dress on. Everybody be doing all kind of stuff that's acceptable now that wasn't acceptable then. This is a judgment-free zone. We not judging nobody. You do what you do. You love who you love, right? But it just wasn't accepted. And now he got this young lady and he using her as a, you know what I'm saying, as a, well, I can't exactly rub my face to represent beard, but if I had a beard, that's where it would be. And that's what I think Cassie was to he. You understand me? But I digress.
Foreplay would be first. So the guy would come in, they would.
But if he had a requirement, he gave her a requirement, that wasn't for her. That was for him.
Be touching each other, masturbating, and she would have to out loud describe everything to Diddy, whether he was in the room or not. Then
what?
It would go to step 2.
That is absolutely crazy.
Baby oil on each other.
The baby oil.
There was like a thing with the baby oil. Like there was like almost like an alleged like fascination where they would oil you almost every 5 minutes because
what the fuck?
That's what Diddy wanted. He wanted you to be oiled to a certain extent. She made it very clear that they were a very choreographed event. It's so crazy because when she described the freak offs, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I was like, it sounds like he was directing a music video, which I mean, you know. But it sounded like that. Like she said, you know, at one point, it would only be like, you know, they would get extra linens. There would be a ton of baby oil and different lubricants, and it would be really messy because there'd be lubricant and oil everywhere, candle wax everywhere. But and these were actually smell good candles. She said that he always wanted to make sure it smelled really good, and she said that eventually the candles moved from candles to actual like lighting, like studio lighting or almost like party lighting. And they showed a photo of Puff in the court. In a background at, you know, just like the red light that you would get from like Amazon. But she said that these were actually actual studio lights that could change on demand to different colors.
This nigga was borrowing shit from the set. This nigga was taking shit from the motherfucking set, bringing it to the freak offs. This shit missing from the set, and this nigga Diddy got the shit. Diddy got all the shit that's missing from the goddamn set. He got that shit. He got that shit down in the freak off room. Ain't that about a...
She alleges that Puff.
If you don't want producers stealing equipment off from the video shoot, yeah, you know what I'm saying, come to Death Row. Boy, Suge, you would have had a field day with that. I tell you that much.
Like, yo, y'all not oiled enough. Like y'all need to oil more. Step 3 would then go to oral sex. She says that sometimes she would even like speed it up. Like she's alleging that, you know, at certain points she wouldn't want to be doing it so bad that she would speed up the touching just to get to the oral sex so she could get it over with. And then step 4 would be the actual intercourse. Now she said depending on how familiar they were with the escorts, because they had some of their favorites. They listed a couple people that they a couple times, including the man who allegedly was in the room the day that the day that video that dropped on CNN happened. That escort is from a company that they work with all the time, and he was actually a familiar escort as well, if he was even in the room, because that's alleged, right? But she said that he was today. But depending on how familiar they were with these escorts, one of the escorts will be able to actually have sex with her while Diddy was having sex with her. So when she broke that down, she said, you know, like maybe one guy would be like having sex with her while she's giving Puff head, or vice versa. She just said it would be a lot going on. She said now there were certain times where Diddy would just want to watch, or even if he didn't watch, it would be a thing where they would have to come on her And again, we've heard the male escort that was on the stand. I feel like some of her testimony today kind of made him not look as crazy, because Cassie said in her testimony today, she alleged that whenever they would come, when they did come on her, Diddy would want her to keep it. They would go into a separate room and she would have to rub it on him. And they would go into the next room, and allegedly Diddy would want the escorts to come on his body. And I believe she said it was on his nipples. Yes, Diddy allegedly would want to come on his chest or his nipples. She said at some points the freak-offs could go with, allegedly 1 to 4 different men, and they would do different sessions. So it'd be different men, different sessions throughout the time period. And it would last for hours. And she said sometimes as she was being fucked, or even afterward, like they would have conversations about it, and Diddy would ask her allegedly about the penis. Like he would ask her, how did it feel? What did it look like? How did it make her feel? And she also admitted during.
I feel like my ears need condoms, like, to listen to this shit. Like, this is agreed. These are egregious allegations. This is egregious allegations. Not gonna lie, these is egregious allegations. Not gonna lie to you. Shit crazy. Sheesh. Let's just get low key. Let's get over with this. Let's get this shit over with. To be honest.
I mean, the defense is going to lean in a lot on this. She admitted to having a lot of the freak-off videos on her phones. She says that it wasn't just on her devices, though, either. She says that it was shared. Like, sometimes she'd do it on her phone, sometimes she'd do it on his phone. It would be on camcorders. She alleged that it was between the two of them already. So within the first 10 minutes, she was already emotional and crying. But it wasn't like a hard, crazy cry. It was like a, just her. She was tearing. She was actually really, really strong. Like, I was actually pretty surprised at how strong she was with all the circumstances, right? Because you got to think about it. She's sitting not only in front of Puff, who's looking straight at her the whole time, directly straight at her the whole time, but she's sitting in front of his family, his mother, his children, some of the other children's moms that she has spent so much of her life with and built so many of these memories, good and bad, with. She mentioned a lot of drugs. She said that at one point during the freak-offs, they were so high that they lasted for like 3 days. And she said, and the prosecutors asked her, well, at what point would you sleep? She said, I wouldn't. And I'm not even gonna hold y'all, like, there were a lot of moments where she had some explaining to do. Like, there was text messages where she texted and said she wanted to freak off so bad, and this was the day of the video, the CNN video, the Cassie beating video. She talked about just all of the supplies that they would have, candle wax, extra linens. She said there'd be blood on linens because a lot of times she was made to have sex on her period and she didn't want to. She alleges that she didn't want to. She says that there'd be a lot of times where there'd be urine on her and on the linen. And she said and she alleged that at some points it wouldn't even just be male escorts that would be peeing on her, that it would be Diddy and male escorts at the same time, sometimes, is what she alleged. And she said that at one point, like, she remembered just choking from it. And the prosecutors asked her, like, well, why didn't you just get up? Why didn't you tell him that this wasn't something you wanted to do?
But what about the victim?
Oh, yes, the victim. At what point does personal responsibility become a factor in this equation?
I don't think that...
I see piss coming, I move. She saw piss coming, she stayed.
And she was like, I was so high. Got two men standing over top of you. You're laying in the ground. Like, what am I going to do besides just put my hands
First, y'all know Big Gene, man. Big Gene was a bodyguard of Diddy for years, you know what I'm saying? And he had a lot to say. He been coming out, saying a lot about the diddler, you know what I'm saying? But let's get his take on this situation after all of the news and reports have spewed out the courtroom, you know what I'm saying? Some crazy allegations. Let's get to it.
The prosecutor was explaining all the shit that Cassie went through, had to go through, and did, and that was made to do in the presence of Mr. Sean John, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Puffy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Brother Love, a.k.a. Love, what she had to do. And the sad shit about all that, his kids had to listen to it. His kids had to listen to it. His kids had to listen to that shit. Now, let me tell you something that Cassie agreed to one and the first sex, what you call it, the freak-offs. And
freak-offs.
Do it no more, according to the prosecutor. I can't believe that a 19-year-old girl wanted a male prostitute to piss in her mouth. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I can't believe that a 19-year-old girl wanted a male prostitute to piss in her mouth.
He might got a point on that. He might got a point, especially she wasn't hurting for money or nothing like that. I don't know. But that sounds crazy.
Believe that, and she threw up and the whole 9 yards, was sick and all that stuff like that, went out crying and all that. Anybody believe that that young lady wanted somebody to do that? Because we know we are creatures of habit. Ask any of Cassie's boyfriends before she got to Diddy, did they ever piss in her mouth?
This shit crazy. Put the kids to bed.
I'm waiting. Ask any of them. Because this shit is crazy. The shit was so crazy that was going on that the male sex workers was getting sick. They couldn't believe what Diddy had them do. And they're going to testify to it. So now the prosecutor is explaining all the exotic, explicit things that Puff had this girl do. They're explaining that the maids, that he hired a cleaner, the maids knew was a cleaning company to clean up his mess after every session. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That is exactly how this shit sound. This dude this is the first nigga who told on him. He was the first nigga to file a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen no footage of this nigga. This the nigga that was saying he had him doing all type of things. He made a bunch of freaky allegations. You know what I'm saying? He was first on the lawsuit. Lord, mama showed up to court. Yeah, they said his whole family was there. Mama was in court. This shit crazy. They showing up for her baby. He's a nasty motherfucker, Ray. It's a nasty motherfucker, Ray. Like, no, this is nasty. This is nasty. This is nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Your mama, I know she was in there shaking her damn. That shit crazy. That shit is insane, bruh. The kids. All the kids, you know what I'm saying? Sister and shit. This day one, I believe, though. This was day one. This wasn't, because I know everybody started walking out today. Today, everybody was getting the fuck up out of there. This Cassie husband, he like, man, let me get the fuck up out of here. Is this the nigga they said was an escort too? She married this nigga? He got the Carhartt on, okay. She put a little, this nigga, she married this nigga. That's crazy. The diddler. That's crazy, man. We gon' hey, man, say, man. I don't know what to say, man. It's nasty. I do know what to say. It's nasty. It's egregious behavior. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody gonna go up there and make up shit like that. Like make up what they was doing with the bodily fluids and things like that, and what they had to do. I don't think nobody gonna make that up. Man, I don't think nobody gonna make that up. Prayers out to her, man. Prayers out to her. If he did that shit, he deserved to be where the fuck he gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think, you feel me? This is why I probably could be on the jury, because I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been up there looking at that nigga like, did that shit. Did he do it? He 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 did that shit. Did he do it? Did he did that shit? That's just me. We gonna have to keep. I'm gonna give him some more days. It's day 2. It's day 2. It's day 2. This is a lot to unpack in day 2. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Y'all already know what to do, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And we back with another one when we got another one in.
Yeah, okay. New player circle. So, get low.